Alright, welcome to the Gran Turismo Sport GT League. There was an update this morning, and that includes the new offline sort of single player mode called GT League, which is similar to the previous what did I call them? Career mode. So it's let's see, 60 minutes, double fuel, 5 times fire, tire wear. Nürburgring. Which Nürburgring? GP. Porsche Cup. 30 laps. Suzuka. N500. Alright, so these appears to be unlocked based on your driver. This is not driver rating. It's based on your level, which is this. Once you get to 30, you get, I think it's 30, you get the Emerald driver, and that will unlock all of them. But it seems like if you want to, you could just skip ahead here and do whatever you want. Well, we're gonna start at the beginning, I think. Maximum power 370. Or we're gonna take a look at the Sunday Cup. This is where this is where it all starts. No restrictions. 374. We're gonna rate them by power. Oh, I guess they're all actually. Alright, so one of the first things I did when I started this up is I bought an RX-7. Who doesn't want an RX-7? Sorry, I got something in my throat. Alright. So this is kind of like the classic Gran Turismo career mode. Similar races. Oh, I got 5 levels now. Okay. You can tune as much as you want. You can also just eke up more power here if you need to. And let's let's make sure we are on the sports soft. I'm gonna do TCS2 at least to start with, and we'll see how it goes. Expect to do most of the race here in the 4th or 5th gear. I don't really anticipate a lot of issues with traction. Or maybe we will. We're gonna go on the outside. Of course, it does get a little bit, it's a little bit different because this mode was introduced late-ish in the game. Everybody has money. So getting a good car to start with here isn't a problem. Back in the old days, we had to start with almost no money and pretty much no car and try out races like this. Alright, so even though we had a kind of a bad start, we did catch up, so we're gonna win this one. Oh! Almost went sideways there. But I don't know what they're doing with price cars and whatnot here at the... This wasn't included in the beginning. There's no trophies or anything like that, I would figure, for participating here. Oh, cool. Car handicap. Alright. I'll take it. Oh yeah, I have a N300 car. It's an N400 race. Alright. I don't have any. I don't think I have any N400 cars. But there's very little money to be made from this. 300, 300, 300, 200. I can't do the Golf because it has too much power. That's probably because it's cranked up. It won't let me pick it. Same thing with the Vantage, is too much power. Kind of sad though that you can't. Car setting required. All right. All right, so we can tweak down the power. Right? Let's just try this just for fun. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with that. I've never driven this car before. Certainly not at Suzuka, what's it called, East. So, no idea how this is gonna turn out. This is not the kind of car you would start with in Gran Turismo 6 or 5 or 4. You'd be starting with a... I guess a lot of people started with the Mazda MX-5. We're gonna see where things are. All right. And soft tires. Traction control 3, we have more power, so we're gonna be careful. We only got 3 laps to catch up. 12. That seems a little optimistic. Or maybe not. It's not that easy to pass here either. Well, I guess if you're actually having... I mean, I seem to be massively overpowered here. Or they are underpowered. But I mean, that's not my fault. It said that I can have a car with this much power, so yeah, I have a car this much power. And why aren't they? How could you afford an RX-8 to start off the game with? And I have no brakes. I never got into the RX-8 and I don't really know why. I think it tried to look like something it wasn't. Alright, let's see if we can get the Alpha up here. We got one more lap. It should be easy. Alright, so yeah, I mean, we're massively overpowered here. I'm gonna brake earlier because the brake points don't seem to apply as much to the car with sports tires. We should just say that in Gran Turismo 4 they made us start in a Lada and we only had half as much fuel as we needed to finish the race, and we had to run and push the last half of the race, and we still won. Ah, alright, now that's a little different. I think on Gran Turismo 4 at least, the which is back in the PlayStation 2 days. Yeah. The more popular start cars was the Miata and the some cheap front wheel drive car, very often the Civic, You can only afford to buy a used car. I think I'm gonna go back to the RX-7. I think it was pretty much the same thing for GT5 and GT6 as well. You pretty much started in a used car. You didn't have any money. You had to run some races to make some money to get a better car. Both of the Miatas and the Civic could be upgraded, but it will last you a while. You didn't have to grind races. You didn't have to run the same race over and over and over again to get money for the yeah, good old PS2. My PS2 still works, I think. My PS3 does not. Alright, I do not know how the brakes on this is gonna be with the sports tire. I spend like 90% of my Gran Turismo time in a Group 4 or Group 3 car. So, you know, a race car, not, you know, not Uncle Ray's minivan. So I don't really know where the breakpoints are. But the RX-7 is one of the new cars in this update. And I've always loved the RX-7. Alright, that's bad braking. I have to remember that the brake distance is a lot longer on sports tires. A lot less grip. I'm pretty sure we can't go... Alright, we can go at least 140 through there. Oh yeah, don't know where the breakpoints are. So it's just a little bit of a guesswork at this point. I was only 2 laps here, so not like we have much chance of learning anything. We are going sideways. I'm not sure if I even have to brake for this one, but I think I may just want to. Just a wee bit. And then in here. Alright, that's too slow. Oh, I have spent countless hours in Gran Turismo 6. But I don't know, for some reason Gran Turismo 4 kind of strikes me more as a better game. It wasn't graphically as great, of course, as 5 and 6. But it just felt like more fun. And ultimately, that's what we're looking for. And I know people will say, oh, you're breaking into the chicanes. Like, yeah, I am breaking. Well, I am breaking getting out of it. The last zigzag there. Oh, shit. Like way too much power on this little car. Yeah, I love the endurance races in GT4. One of my favorite things was the GT 500 race at Suzuka, which I think was 1,000 kilometers. That was really awesome. If you didn't know Suzuka before, you certainly knew it at the end of that. So this has zero effect on your ratings. This is just racing and grinding and not having to deal with the idiots online. 200, 300, 300, 200. All right. We're gonna stick to the RX-7, but we'll dial down the power a little bit. All right, so we're gonna dial. I'm gonna dial back the power. We're gonna put it back to where it belongs. We're gonna lower it a little bit. I don't want to mess with the transmission right now because I don't know what it's gonna do. I don't want to do a race and then find out my gear settings were completely foobar. Hey Scoobs! I'm just testing out the good old days on GT here. I didn't know you slept. Oh, holy moly. Oh, I think I'm on, no, I'm on softs. Like a skating rink. And in the dark. Well, we have 1 lap to figure it out, and then 1 lap to race, huh? Oh, sandwich! Come on, guys. Move over. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, I have no idea what's gonna go on here. Are we gonna... I'm just gonna park the car right there. That's alright. I should always give you a qualifying lap or a practice lap at least so you can figure stuff out. I'm a little upset with myself for touching the grass yesterday in the manufacturer's race. I was doing so well. I was doing so well at Suzuka, and then I touched the grass and spun out. That is just, oh, holy, what the hell is he driving? 12 seconds? That Austrian must be freaking drunk, man. Okay, it's not that far ahead. Yeah, it didn't help that I was out on the grass a little bit earlier and going sideways. Well, we cut it down to 5 seconds. I may have to redo this race afterwards, guys, so I can catch this guy. I still got time, unless I go sideways here. He's in the Alpha. Final corner. Are we gonna do a Hail Mary? Okay, we are just half a second too slow. Half a second. I mean, I could have done a Hail Mary and just but you know, we're trying to. We're trying to run clean here as best as we can. Let's do one more on this one. I want to get all golds on the Sunday Cup. We'll try and keep it clean. Not that it matters for anything other than just my feel good. Got out of the first chicane this time without sliding. Alright, that's okay. That was just a little bit of a rub. I'm gonna take them on the outside here. And then we're gonna take these two guys on the inside here. And hey, come on, man! You can't do that. That's assault with a deadly weapon in this state. So the thing now is making sure we're not going sideways. Here, this is where I think this is where we went sideways last time. Doesn't really matter where it was. What is Nightbot being naughty? Alright, so we definitely have much more of an advantage this time than we did last time. Last time we were 12 seconds behind at this point, now we're 2. So this should be a cakewalk, assuming we don't do anything stupid. Which is very easy to do on sports tires. So they're all N400 cars and I'm N300, so it's not like I'm overpowered here. But the AI is pretty crap. They're driving too slow. They're more like a moving obstacle rather than much else. But I still haven't passed him. I'm gonna go for a move on the inside here. No? Yes? Can we make it stick? Oh, you dirty bastard. He has better acceleration than I do. Oh, damn it! That was way too optimistic. Alright, this isn't gonna work. We're still gonna get silver though. Alright. That alpha is a pain to pass. Yeah, that thing really just flies out of the corner. He got really good acceleration. And when I do turns like that, that's not gonna help. Well, sometimes you really gotta wonder what they're doing over there, because it's like, oh well, you know, we improved this and we improved that and we improved the other thing and whatnot, and you know, our cars look better, tracks look better, physics is better, la di da di da di da. It's like, yeah, but do you have damage? No. Do you have rain? No. Does the sun move? No. Like, they just keep remaking exactly the same game all the time. It's always the same game. And it never has any of the things that the fans are asking for. Because it has all the same things, except, oh, well, you know, we've tripled the polygon count and, you know, tracks look better and the car now sounds better. It's like, yeah, but you know what? You still can't drive in the rain. You still can't drive in the fog. The sun always stands in the same spot. Although I think in GT6 the sun actually did move. But have you tried driving in the rain in project cars? Yeah. First game they put out. Good physics, good looking cars, great tracks, actual freaking weather. This is GT7 and they still don't have it. Recreated from scratch. Yeah, but you didn't add anything. It's a bit it is a little bit frustrating. You would have thought that they'd say, well, you know, we spent 20 years trying to add rain to the game, but we can't do it. I have no idea where the breakpoints are for these cars on this track. Oh, come on, man. The difference between it's that stupid freaking alpha again, isn't it? It is. Alright, that kind of turning kind of only works if you don't have traction control on. Yeah, but they gotta up their game. They didn't have any competition before on PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. They didn't really have any competition. The only driving competition they had there was either a rally game or arcade racers. When it came to sim racing, there wasn't anything else on the PlayStation that was competitive. And then Forza Motorsport came out and became a competitor, but of course on the Xbox. But they gotta up their game. They can't just keep producing exactly the same game over and over and over and over. Oh, look at the speed on this Alpha. They gotta do something new. They gotta up their game. Project cars add weather, okay? You're driving in the sun, it gets cloudy, and then you get a proper British rainstorm, okay? And then it ends right after you change onto wet tires, the rain stops. You don't get that here. They've never managed to do that. But the blinkers work. I can turn the blinker on. I'm not sure why. But the blinkers work. I can now drive like Grandpa.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not sure if the windshield wiper works or not. I haven't really tried it. But there's no point because there's no rain. Don't get me wrong, it's an awesome game. If you don't have it and you like racing, especially if you like online racing, get it. Just give it up, get it, put it on your Christmas wish list. There's still time. Just get it. Oh, you dirty. Oh, and he freaking. Hey man, what goes around comes around. Oh, he's still in front of me. Oh, you shit. Can you believe that? He punted me in the chicane. The dirty Canadian bastard. That's alright, not most Canadians are good. Even the artificial ones. So we got silver on those. Do I get the prize for finishing Sunday Cup? No, but I got a red Porsche. That's good enough. All right. Maybe if you finish with all gold, can we get something then? Front wheel drive challenge. Clio Cup. Do I have a Clio? I do. Maximum power, maximum minimum weight, tire rating, and 200. Alan Snyder, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. We're gonna do the Clio Cup. It's I know that it sounds like I hate the game. I don't hate the game. I just wish they would put more stuff in it. I'm not gonna argue against them putting this thing in. That's fine. They did announce that it was gonna be primarily an online game, and that's what they released, and then they added this. Obviously, they didn't make this in the last month because that's not possible. What they probably did was they said that we're not going to be able to finish the online and single player mode all at the same time, so we're going to prioritize the online, and then we'll shuffle in the offline or the single player a little bit later. And that's what they did. And so, you know, obviously they didn't code this last piece in a month. It's been taking them like what, 5 years to make this thing. The thing that bothers me is that they haven't upped their game. They have competition now. They never had competition before. They do have competition now. Project Cars 2 is gonna, or 3 is gonna just stomp right over them if they don't up their game for Gran Turismo. I guess the next one will then theoretically be 8, but they have to up their game, and every time they release a game, I think the fan comes out and say the same thing, that they need to up their game. They need to listen to what the fans are saying and deliver something that is you know, a little bit more than just the previous version with some spit shining, and then say that, you know, you made the cars look better and everything runs smoother. And it's like, yeah, well, it doesn't really matter what you have if the competition has more. The competition does it better, and the competition has more, then you need to up your game. And Polyphony hasn't done that. From what I tried with Project Cars 2 and online gaming, Gran Turismo is far superior. There's always going to be issues because network issues, and there's no way around that. And you can't magically fix that. There's no magic bullet for that. All right, so that's like for me playing in the Americas region. The servers are here in U.S. mainland. And that means the guys from Brazil and Peru and Argentina and wherever they're coming from, they're always going to have a disadvantage of having a slightly worse network connectivity to the servers. And you can see that in the on the bar, and you see that when you're racing too, that some people are skipping all over the road, which is caused by inconsistent update data due to bad network stuff. But at least it's the car that's bouncing all over the place. In Project Cars 2, it's the track that's bouncing, which I don't understand why. The track is local on my computer or my PlayStation. If Claudio from Brazil has network lag, why is my track skipping? Why is anything on my thing skipping at all? Why isn't it just his car bouncing back and forth? So they have done a great job with the networking stuff here. All right, Reaper. You have a good night. I think it's getting late on your end of things. I'm gonna keep going for a little bit longer, but I don't know if I'm gonna be keeping on. With the single player stuff though, it's a little bit boring, and I'm not really prepared to jump into the endurance race. It's today is not a good day for that. I probably want to give it a little try before I go on the live stream, just so I have some sort of just so I kind of understand what the expectations are going to be for the race. Certainly Group 1 around Nürburgring for an hour is going to be awesome. It's not Nordschleife, but it is still going to be kind of cool. I'm not sure if an hour is endurance, but that's alright. This is front-wheel drive, is it not? I think it is. Let's do radar. Oh, and it's backwards. I don't know what speeds and where to brake. First time on this track in this car. As far as I know. I don't want people to think that I'm hating on Project Cars either, just because I didn't particularly appreciate their online. Hey! That's because I didn't quite. I think their online thing was done right. Project Cars 2 is also a good game, but there are always going to be something with a game that somebody doesn't like. I think they did a not so great job with their online thing. Career mode in Project Cars is outstanding. I didn't like the what is it, Group 5? The I don't know. I had issues with the handling of the Group 5 car. I don't recall the name of it right now. It spins out on in the dry, but it's rock solid on the wet. I don't know any car like that. But I don't know, maybe that was just me. I think I changed my career mode. I started somewhere else. I'm having a little bit more fun. I haven't been able to play it as much as I wanted to because of other things. All right, so we're killing in here. We're all driving the same car, so there's no difficulty settings here, so the AI is what the AI is, and this is what you get. If you've ever driven around this track before, you know it's sort of how it looks. You're gonna beat the AI. The only reason I couldn't beat the Alpha was because he cheated. And I had a car at a disadvantage. We'll put that in there too. What am I missing most with Gran Turismo Sport? It has to be tracks. I like that they're putting new cars in. I think that's great. As long as they're new cars and different cars and not just, you know, slightly different model of an existing car. The whole 40 Skylines and 30 RX-7s, I hope they've given up on that crap, because there's so little point. I know in Gran Turismo 4 or 5 or 6 or one of those, I don't even remember, I used to collect RX-7s, and I had like all but one. And it's so random, you know, like how you get it. It had to show up on the used car market, and it only showed up once every 1638 days or whatever. So yeah, how are you gonna get that? So that was kind of pointless, and it is pointless. I know everybody wants to drive their car around the tracks, but you know, ultimately this is a racing simulator. Although they're calling it a real driving simulator, it's still, when you're racing on a track, it's racing. All right. Well, we did a couple of those. What does 5 mean? 5 is the number of wins. Okay. But there's no indication here what you've done. You have to actually go in and see. Okay. But it does look pretty cool. It's all the same as it was before, you know, the Clubman, 4-wheel drive challenge, Boxer Spirit, Roadster Cup, the MR challenge. Alright, so it's a little bit slim on the bottom here. You gotta think that it wouldn't have been that difficult to put some more stuff in. It's not like they had to really think about what they were gonna do here. They could just have copied Gran Turismo 4, 5, or 6 and just said, hey, okay, let's put these guys in, change the name a little bit, and boom, be done. Because the races themselves, there's nothing special, it's just a config. This track, these cars, boom, get it done. I usually do the daily races, but I'm not thrilled with any of these. This is the new track at Kyoto. It's not a new track, it's a new layout. so don't be too excited. It's not a new track, it's just a new layout. They just combined the two and made two really weird hairpin turns right there. And I'm sure that that's what the track really looks like. If it actually does exist, I don't know. But you can see this part is the same as this. And they've done away with this chicane and done a hairpin turns on that side, and then done a hairpin turn over here, and mixed it in with the other Yamagiva track or layout or configuration, whatever you want to call it. Group 4 at Brands Hatch. Not a huge fan of that track. I'm having trouble. I always had trouble on this track. There's no denying that. First corner, just getting the speed right is difficult. The track just drops away in a steep downhill. If you're coming in a little too fast, there's no correcting it. The track just drops away from you. This corner's fine. This corner just keeps tightening and tightening and tightening and tightening. Again, speed here is difficult. These guys are alright. I don't have any problem with this part of the track. And then we got this last corner. I have trouble figuring out what speed to go through it. So I end up being way too slow. And then again, of course, I'm too slow up the front straight, whatever. And then you get the same problem here. If you miss your braking by 2 meters, you're into the dirt. So it's, I don't know. It's a frustrating time for me on that track. There is a manufacturer series race today, which is Group 3 at Nürburgring, 10 laps as usual. I haven't seen that one before, but I'm pretty sure I am not invited. I may do this depending on how things are looking. It's Friday, so it's a little bit different. All right, the ranking is based on the best 3. So I guess race number 3 there is not counted. I'm 891st. All right, I guess that's not too bad. I'm 16th among the Jaguar drivers. Oh yeah. But I think I've had enough fun for today. So that's the new GT League mode. It does give you some single player options in the game that wasn't there before. Now it is. If that's for you, have at it. I'm probably gonna go back to daily driving or daily races sometime after Christmas. But for today, it's game.